It's Siren 2, and it's everyone's favorite protagonist, Mamoru Itsuki, who up to now has, it's not been the most impressive, you know? Not exactly. Most of the game he's been spent following Yuri around, and we see how that went. But now, what happened before this? Okay, so the last level we had as Mamoru was actually the amusement park, where he ended up freeing Mother. Then he was with Ikuko, as Ikuko tried to fix it, and it didn't work, unfortunately. So now we are... It's a few hours later. What has Mamoru been up to? What is he doing now? Well, we're going to find out as he boards the Bright Wind in hate.
So you are afraid of light, huh? Beasts from hell. Beasts from hell. Beasts from hell!
Alright, so our mission is to defeat Tomoe Ota. We've seen her before. She's the woman in the pink kimono. So a strong weapon is placed somewhere unusual in the room, with a hole. Also, head-on attacks are ineffective against Tomoe. Why is that? Yeah, we'll find out.
I can't stand the light. Can you?
So Mamoru's pretty angry, and he's here to bash things with his iron pipe. Let's take a look at what we have here. We have a lot of ammo, a flashlight, and an iron pipe, and our goal is to get a gun. So let's take a look to see what we can find. I believe this is Tomoe. We'll get closer to her and see if she says anything. Oh yeah, so now that the Yamabito are around, we're seeing some differences to these levels. They're putting up these, like, I guess, tarps to block off the sunlight. It's a little bit similar to how the levels were modified in Siren 1, as the carpenters would, like, build stuff. In this case, though, it's just covering up the opening so light can't come through. Also, down there is the deck brush that, Ichiko had when she was on board. But we'll use the iron pipe. I think it's stronger. Alright. There's some dudes over there. So this is a particularly important dude. He has an automatic rifle. He's stroking it. We probably want to get that. And a good way to get it is to go to the desk and go to the Lost and Found box. Where we will... Let's see. Yep. Where we will find... you can see in there's a gun. Someone lost their gun. We will take it. Okay. We got their gun. So we can defeat Tomoe, but, I mean, we could use a handgun to defeat her, or we could use an automatic rifle. There he is. Okay, but no, someone else saw me. Let's deal with this person first. Alright, got his rifle. Alright, now we gotta go find Tomoe. Oh, actually, no. There's archive items to find. Let's do that. So, in one of the cabins here, we noticed in an earlier mission that there was a video game console by the TV. Yeah, right there. Mamoru, of course, is interested in it. I guess he is a gamer. It's an old video game machine. Alright, the SN AG1999 Age Maniac added to archive. We all remember that console. It never really took off. A lot of hype behind it, but you know how it goes. Someone else get up? Must be over here. Yeah, it's you. You might notice that they get up, when they start to get up, they get up basically instantly. We haven't actually been looking at one when that happens, but when they do get up, they like go from prone to standing in less than a second. And I also want to go to the cabin up here. This was the cabin that Ichiko and I believe her team were in. Okay, we got the vermilion bracelet. And because of that, a second objective for Yorito has now been unlocked. Vermilion bracelet. A bracelet fitted with a vermilion stone. It was dropped in the second-class cabin. Well, we know that Noriko had a jasper bracelet. Now we found a matching bracelet with a vermilion stone in it. That, of course, was the, oh, there's some Yami-Ray. Let's go down the other stairs. That, of course, was the cabin that the trophy was stolen from. Before Ichiko got it back. Okay, so when we sight-jacked Tomoe, the room she was in was the engine room. So we're going down there now. You might notice she's moving oddly. So we're approaching the door that she's standing in. She has some things she can say. She's breathing oddly, too.
They'll never.
Yeah, there she is. She's looking well. Hello. Gonna shine my light in her face. Actually, I wanted to run past her. That's not working well. So, okay. This... Actually, I can't seem to get past her. This is not working out too well. I don't have your hair ornament. Well, actually, do we have the hair ornament? That mission happened before this one, so Mamoru actually does have her hair ornament. Not in our inventory, but he did find it. He killed a cryptid cat to get it. Okay, but ignore the hair ornament. No, let's forget about that. Let's think about what's happening right now. All right. There's a sledgehammer down here. We could take it if we wanted, but that's not really going to help. Okay, what is happening here? So what happened to Tomoe? You might remember that there were... no, out of the way, please. There were... mutations that could happen with the Shibito in Siren 1. Well, in Siren 2, that can happen with the Yamabito. And Tomoe has become... I'm getting comboed. Has become a dog Yamabito, which is the mutated form of Yamabito women. She's invincible from the front. Her big face is invincible. To hurt her, we have to hit her from the back. I have no knowledge about if that is the way that Mamoru does indeed like to hit it, but that is how we have to hit it. And a pretty good way of doing it is... if she'll come up these stairs... I see her down there. Yeah, she doesn't know where I am. Now, a problem with waiting for her is that Yamire will probably appear and just sort of interfere with my plans. That's the thing Yamire do. They get in the way. Is she going to come up these stairs? That would really help me out. That would yeah? Is she coming? Here she comes. All right. And there it is. That went a lot better than it could. That can be more difficult. Other options you have when trying to kill her, there are also some fire extinguishers around. So if she walks under a fire extinguisher, you can drop one on her and it'll knock her out. That's kind of hard to do. The what I just did there is probably the easiest way of taking her out, but a problem that can come up is you might be interfered with by Yamire while you're waiting for her. But it didn't happen that time, so that went surprisingly well. All right, Mamoru, let's see, take a look at the description of this. Hate. Mamoru opens a door. A light seeps into the dark recesses of the ferry, and the Yamire disappears. Mamoru's eyes gleam with hate. It looks like his mission 2 is available for this. But before we do that, of course, we're going to return to the top menu. We're going to go to the archive. We got 2 archive items. One is the vermilion bracelet, because we inspected the bunk. A bracelet embedded with a vermilion stone. Carved on the inside of the bracelet are the initials IY. So I guess this is Ichiko's bracelet. We just took it. And the SN-AG-1999 Age Maniac, because we inspected the TV stand. A video game console released by an overseas manufacturer, 3G Maniacs, in 1982. The machine featured an awesome graphic chip capable of generating full 3D images. What? In 1982? No, come on. However, a shabby sound chip which couldn't produce the C, D, and E notes proved to be the machine's downfall. What a weird shortcoming. You have to compose your music around not having the C, D, and E notes. Several games were released on the platform and are still sought after by game collectors. I mean, it is, yeah, there's collectors for everything. Let's get more info. A review of Kunitori's 3G Maniacs' launch title for the Japanese market is a hybrid game combining Shogun feudal wars with puzzle action. Unfortunately, the idea of matching tiles to conquer territories fails to generate any of the excitement associated with war simulations. Rating, 6 points. It's not rated very highly. But fun fact, Kunitori's is an actual minigame that we have now unlocked. We will probably take a look at this after we're done with the game. See what enjoyment we can glean from Kunitori's for the SN-AG 199 Age Maniacs. Yeah, you see, it's now it's an option now. But before we move on to the next part. In a previous mission with Mamoru, I ended up missing an archive item, and we can't have that. We need to get all the collectibles. It was this. We need to fix the mistake. It's, let's see. No, it's not that. It's not that. It's actually his first mission. It was this one, Mission 2. Fortunately, this is just right at the beginning of the level, so we'll be able to just get it right away. Don't need to find that medal. We already did it.
The boat. With those people.
So we start out on this dock, and actually what we need to do is go down these stairs. Because in Mission 2, there's now a piece of paper floating in the water. Inspect. A slip of paper tossed about by waves. Alright, we got the missing person poster. And with that, go to the top menu. All right, done. Let's take a look at the archive. Number 12, missing person poster because we inspected the articles washed ashore. Missing, Yuri Kishida. Yuri Kishida was last seen at Sanzu Harbor on August 10th, 2003, around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Despite intensive search efforts, Miss Kishida remains missing. Name, Yuri Kishida. Date of birth, February 23rd, 1985. Age of disappearance, 18. Blood type, A. Height, 157 centimeters. Weight, 42 kilograms. Shoe size, 23 centimeters. Stature, slim build. Last seen wearing a red cardigan and camisole. If you have any information or may have seen Yuri, please contact the local authorities or police headquarters at the number listed below. Well, might have been helpful if Mamoru had seen this, before any of this. The poster was right there. But we're not done with Mamoru, as we are returning to the Bright Wind to see what our second objective might be as we continue on with Siren 2.